the hookup. It's complete.
Oh.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now it's Flacco. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for Baltimore first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, this is Forsett. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
I like it.
That was another good run. He's having an excellent day.
Right
now,
a little bit
I don't think
better,
his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Yeah, that's good.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Kitty, get down here. Oh,
second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now Flacco going to give to his fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone.
Yeah. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And that is incomplete here. He was trying to find Justin Forsett.
Yeah, you think that's funny, huh?
And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now a carry here for Terrence West. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And Tucker missed.
All right.
This is ridiculous.
No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Oh, boy.
So
All right.
2 missed field goals for him now. That's helped keep them with a big 0
I got to do
on the
something.
scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Ryan
Yeah.
and he lost the football.
Oh, no. My idiot. That was me. Who missed picking up that ball.
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it
Oh,
back.
boy.
Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone
Come on,
else is
Matt
trying
Ryan.
to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Third and long. It's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Tried not to. Okay, Kitty. Oh, just a second.
Damn it.
Here's Hester. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The cat is
And now
bitching at me to
Baltimore
play
gets
with
set
him.
to take the field. And they had compiled
Sorry,
a pretty
Poops.
long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with
Got
no
some football
points
to
after
play.
the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because
Got some
as they
field
drove
goals to miss.
downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He just came out running after me.
Complete football players. And guess what? We've
I'm
got
sorry,
one here
bud. I'll
because
play with you
most
later, I
quarterbacks,
promise.
They just want to cover people. This guy shows the ability to go ahead and make tackles.
Oh, what?
On second down, Flacco to throw. Looking here for Smith. It's
Oh,
inside the
man.
25. That one goes for
That
36
was a good
yards.
catch.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Well,
Offense
I got
comes to
lucky
the
I
line
wasn't
now,
sacked,
first
too.
and
I
10.
really had it just went running by me. Oh, I'm standing up
They
playing
come out
right
here
now.
in the eye. Flacco gives to Forsett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
They stay on the ground. Forsett again. And he'll keep it moving. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll try to run with Forsett.
Man,
and he goes backwards on this one. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, Forsett. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And they go the wrong way on this one.
Thought the
Losing
old
yardage
spin
back
might
at the
get you there.
12. Lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Okay.
So as they
Can I at least go 1 for 3 here?
So with 2 ticks.
That might.
It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. It's the NFL. Sports.
I did find that time I just pushed the arrow too far to the left. You know.
So both teams have their marching orders,
right.
and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Jeez, man.
Wow.
And that'll carry over
Booted
the
that
back
one.
line of the end zone for a touchback. So out
That's
come
3
the
missed field goals in
Falcons
this
now.
game.
There are 0
And they
points
were
on the
all
scoreboard
like
for
30
either
yards.
side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. On second down, Ryan almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
On third down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as
God damn, it's twice now.
Not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On the return, Hester. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Trying to learn how to do that kicking game.
Coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the
I'm bad
offense's
enough I
turn.
might actually have to
And how much
practice.
fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense.
I thought it was such a
And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. First and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To pass, Flacco. It's caught. It's Dennis Pitta. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles,
Why
you
not?
never know who's going to get home.
Boogity, 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 boogity. Yeah, that's way up.
Face of him puts him down.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable this time, no good. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains
Oh
a
my
scoreless
God.
tie.
It's not like I'm doing any
So that's
better.
now 12 points that they left on the field. 4 missed field goals.
Now,
We
you
probably
all
don't have
know
any more
hoopers,
viewers,
so you know
I'm
it's
sure.
like being a shooter in basketball.
Yeah, I don't
Sometimes
know.
when things go wrong,
I
it
can
gets
check.
in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one,
Get him.
And he can't
Yeah.
escape the pressure. Ryan
Yeah.
goes down. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Ryan on second down. He's going to launch this thing way down. Now a catch of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the the 23-yard line. And the Ravens
right, here we
taking
go.
the field. And last time out, another missed field goal. So maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
Oh, my God.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a